Certainly, I mean, I think the Conservative Party at the moment and the Conservative government has, somewhat understandably become addicted to high spending measures as a result of the pandemic. It's a very easy way to get good headlines across the press.
But you're the campaigns manager.
Well, yeah, I mean...
You've got John Redwood singing from the right hymn sheet, you've got David Davis singing from the right hymn sheet, you've got Steve Baker singing from the right hymn sheet.
Yeah, sure.
And yet those who sit round the cabinet table are not with you anymore.
Well, I think it's very difficult when you go into government and when you go into your departments to tell those departments that you're actually going to have to start making some serious cost savings and some serious efficiency savings. There are things that the Taxpayers Alliance have looked at, bringing annual leave allowances in the public sector into line with those in the private sector. That would probably save about £3 billion a year. Very, very difficult for government ministers who may only be there for a couple of years to turn up to their civil servants and tell them you're only going to be getting the 25 days plus bank holidays. But these are the sorts of things we need to be seeing. Government needs to start cutting spending. It needs to start cutting the size of government, and it needs to start cutting taxes.
If that's what people think, and the Sun newspaper is renowned for knowing what its readers think and what its readers want, they wouldn't be running that leader if they didn't think that the majority of Sun readers wanted that and wanted it now. I repeat the point to you. How do you, as a campaigning organisation, win this government back, win this Conservative Party back? Because you're not going to get what you want from the Labour Party were they to win an election, let alone Labour in coalition with the Liberal Democrats. You can only get what you want from a Conservative Party government.
Listen, I don't think that's necessarily the case. We're a non-partisan organisation. I think the Labour Party, to be fair to them, have made some good noises on things like the health and social care levy, which they opposed. They've made some good noises.
That's the increase in national insurance, 1.25%.
1.25 percentage points on businesses and employees. They've made some good noises on reforming business rates. Obviously, they did support the windfall tax, which is something we oppose. But I think even people on the left are starting to realise that actually the best thing for working people and for families is for them to keep more of their paychecks at the end of every month.
That's an absolutely remarkable assertion. I'm not going to argue against it because you're the campaigns guy and you know what's going on. But I did notice that Rachel Reeves particularly and Pat McFadden, who's her deputy in the Treasury, they have a pretty good grasp compared to some of their predecessors on how economies work and what have you. And you're now saying that they're beginning to see the merit in leaving folk out there with more of what they earn to make their own decisions at the point of consumption in the marketplace, in the shops, online. Absolutely.
If you're the Workers' Party and you're the party for the working people, you should want working people and you should trust working people that they can spend their money better than government can. I don't think that's a controversial point, and I don't think that's necessarily a point that should divide left and right.